What's up, guys? PowerManiac720 here, and I have you round 8 from Lancaster Regionals, where I am currently 6-1. My team I'm playing Adam DeMarchi. I don't know if it's DeMarchi or DeMarchi. I apologize if you're watching this and I mispronounced it. I recognize the name vaguely. I heard he was really good, so of course, he's 6-1, so obviously he was doing something right. And so, team previews, team was Charizard, Landorus, Sylveon, Amoonguss, Bisharp, Zapdos. Only things I really saw issue with was potentially Sylveon, potentially Amoonguss, and of course winning the Weather War. So, I'm going to get right into it here. I felt Double Dragon was my best lead because Sylveon's really annoying, and the only way I could get rid of Sylveon without getting wrecked by a Fire-type attack, is with Double Dragon. So basically my goal here was to double target with an Earthquake and a Double Edge. Because like I said, that gives me the best chance of the only way it survives Earthquake was Double Edge. He actually switches in Bisharp here, which I was pumped about because I'm like, I just got rid of the Bisharp because like if he's non-sashed, then of course Earthquake's gonna knock him out, and if he's sashed, then Earthquake plus Double Edge knocks him out. And I honestly thought he would protect his Charizard or Tailwind. So my Salamence Mega Evolves, his Charizard Mega Evolves, not a huge deal. And of course, I figured I was in really good shape because if Earthquake knocks him out, then Double Edge should knock out Charizard if it's not bulky. And as you're about to see, it's not bulky. So I Earthquake here. He said he was expecting a Rock Slide, so that worked out in my favor. Bisharp gets Oko, so I'm assuming it's a Life Orb. And then his Charizard decides to move before my Salamence, which means on the Mega Evolution, we Speed Tied. So I was sitting there, I said to him, as long as you don't burn me, I'm in good shape. And anyone want to guess what happens? Yes, Salamence was burned. So I Double Edge right into that Charizard, still doing over 50% because Salamence is Salamence. But again, that sucked. So Amoonguss comes out for my opponent, which again is really annoying with a burned Salamence. Amoonguss protects, and I'm like, not a big deal. I'll Double Edge into the Amoonguss and Dragon Claw into the Amoonguss because I really thought that Charizard was going to protect there. I do survive at 1 HP. Doesn't matter because I'm burned. Of course, if I wasn't burned, I could have just gone for a Rock Slide Double Edge there. But so I sent in Raikou, and now I'm not really liking my position very much. I do protect here with Garchomp because I'm trying to get a read on what's happening. I'm assuming he's going to be going for the Garchomp here with a Giga Drain or a Spore. I go Hidden Power right into this Amoonguss because I need to get rid of it now that I don't have my way to get rid of it. And he does Giga Drain and Garchomp to knock it out. Amoonguss does finally go for a Rage Powder, which is nice because I don't have to worry about a Spore that means this turn. And I do HP Ice again because, like I said, I have Rock Slide and of course I have Speed Charizard. So get off that HP Ice. Does a nice chunk of damage, and then Rock Slide comes out. And my opponent was really surprised. He said he wasn't expecting to see the Rock Slide because he hadn't seen it yet. But like I was saying to him, like his Spore, or not Spore, his Charizard really wasn't an issue for me. And I honestly, I still had Politoed in the back if anything weird happened. But I do protect Garchomp here and just go for a Snarl to kind of weaken the Sylveon. His Amoonguss protects as well, which isn't a huge deal. But I do Snarl into the Sylveon, lower its special attack. And of course, Raikou's pretty especially bulky, so it's going to take this Hyper Voice sort of well. I'm guessing that's Specs though. So he goes for the double protect with the Amoonguss, which is super annoying because I decided to Earthquake and knock out my own Raikou here. So I Thunderbolt into the Sylveon, do a really good chunk of damage and paralyze it. Paralysis, of course, not going to matter here. Get my Earthquake off, Amoonguss protects itself. Activate my own Shuca Berry. And I knock out the Raikou. And the Sylveon. I did crit the Sylveon, I believe. Yeah, I did. So I did crit the Sylveon, which I don't think mattered from that range with a Life Orb. And of course my own Garchomp gets knocked out. But I did, like I said, I Politoed in the back. Wasn't too concerned because I assumed my Politoed outspeed his Amoonguss, and lo and behold, I was correct. It would have been really scary if I had lost this match because his Amoonguss was faster. But so I get my Ice Beam off. win the match, and I go to a record of 7-1, which at this point pretty much guarantees me cut because my resistance is looking very solid. And of course, I'm going to be playing another 7-1 last round, so even if I lose, I'll have an 8-1 on my record. But so round 9, unfortunately, I did not record because I was on stream, actually, so that was cool. It's not unfortunate because I get to go on stream. Played T-Man, really good battle. I recommend checking out on Nugget Bridges' Twitch. But the turning point in the match was when I double flinched his Life Orb Thunderous and Sub Aegislash. So that was fun. But so I ended up going 8-1 and moving on to Swiss. So I have top 16 for you next.